Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a Battlegrounds video against the mythic Lags. So we're doing three rounds. And yeah, first off we go ahead and ban his Warlock, his Weapon X, and Archangel. I believe Warlock is a rank 4. Yeah, he's definitely a rank 4. Weapon X a rank 3, and then Archangel, even as a 5-star unawakened, I just ban him. And then he bans our Nimrod, Guardian, and Doom. So we skipped like the champions that we picked, so we get into the fights quickly. But you can see the champions that I picked. I think the only one you might not be able to see is Human Torch, which is down below, and Domino. So we placed Terrax and he placed Nick Fury. He's going with Hyperion and I'm going with Penny Parker, because Penny Parker, if she's awakened, she's pretty good for Nick Fury because you have that passive heal block. So you basically skip the second health. So you can make this a little bit faster with Penny Parker. And the rotation I'm using with Penny Parker as a 5-star at least, I'm going for 2 SP1s, and you want to time it like once they get to their bar of power, you just activate your special one just so you can power drain them, get them below the bar of power, and then they're gonna get a little bit more with your next hits, which means you're gonna get some more of your charges, spider charges. I don't know how they're called, but yeah, ideally we want to throw a special 2 while we have 18. But it was pretty scary for that Nick Fury because I had to stop my combos because I didn't want him to throw a special 1 and become unblockable, because that is like a lot of block damage, right? But there we go, we evade this special 2, and then this SP2 is gonna do a lot of damage. Look at that. A lot of incinerates as well. Just gotta wait for them to tick down, and look at this. He gets heal blocked and then just some hits in the block and he's down. But this was not enough, because Lagacy won the fight with 100% health, man. Because he's such a beast. Look at this, 5,000 points difference. But yeah, man, like Terrax is a tough defender, but yeah, maybe Hyperion is like one of the best counters. I don't really use Hyperion for Terrax because like I have recoil, but I guess he's a pretty good counter because you don't need to push him to special attacks, just throw your L1s. And then I go Domino just because I know he's gonna go with the rank 4 Torch, and I'm like, Domino is the only one that can mess up Torch, because he actually, like, if you activate the pre-fight for Torch, sometimes you're not gonna get those passive incinerates. They're just gonna become the regular ones, which is very weird what the critical failure can do. But he plays Domino as well. I think it's a 6 rank 3. But we go ahead and throw Diablo, and I'm like, if I finish this fight with 100% health, I might have a chance to winning this. Because Domino, like, he's definitely gonna get some critical failures, which means he's gonna lose some health. Whereas with Diablo, we can heal that back. So if I'm a little bit fast and finish with the full yellow bar, I might be able to finish this. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens here. So it's actually a pretty good matchup, because if you have Diablo awakened, you take less damage from the critical failure. But the only thing is, if you get those critical failures on you, some poisons will not stick. So you're gonna see pretty soon that I'm doing like mediums. I'm having pretty bad luck just because of the critical failure. I want to bait this SP2 real fast, and luckily she threw it pretty fast. We heal a little bit of that health from critical failure. She's almost down. Look at this, like a lot of mediums, like I did 3 in a row and no poisons there, I believe. But not too bad. We still have 97% health, and we're gonna try and finish this with a special 2 without taking the recoil damage. So I need like a couple more poisons. We got 1, and I think we got 1 here too. Yep. And we finish this with a full yellow bar without taking the recoil damage. Let's see. So he finished a lot faster, actually. A lot faster. But I think what happened to his fight is like my Domino parried him. I think he dexed the special 1 and then he tried to go in after, but I think he dexed the hit like a little bit late, so Domino had time to parry it, but it was pretty unlucky for him, not gonna lie. So that cost him the match. That parry there cost me the match. But you're gonna see in the other matches that I'm getting parried a lot too. So he throws Venom here. I was expecting Overseer, and I'm like, if he throws Overseer, I'm gonna go Crossbones. But he goes Venom, and I'm like, the only one that can mess him up, because I know he's gonna go Falcon, is Crossbones. Because Crossbones, he can shrug off the parries, and if I gave him Torch on defense, or I don't remember how else I had. I think I had I-Bomb. He would have a class advantage with Falcon, so he could technically finish faster, even than Torch. But here we got the pre-fight. I am pretty confident. I'm just gonna play it safe. Just gonna take some block hits, just in case. Because Venom, he can be aggressive a lot, so I'm just gonna block those hits. Because I know I can finish this a lot faster. There, he doesn't throw the special, unfortunately. So I'm just going in. I don't even want to risk it. I'm gonna take the 5% recoil damage, and that's fine. Like, I'm gonna do a 3-hit combo, and then if he throws a special, he dies. Or we just wait a little bit. So we finished the fight pretty fast. Let's see what he did. So we have 40 seconds, 78%. So he finished in 47 seconds. Really fast. And he had 72% health. And again, I think Crossbones hit him a couple times. So we got the first round. So I'm pretty happy about that. We beat Lagacy at least once. Which is nice. And you know, like, his roster is definitely... It's definitely a lot better than mine. But it's not like very big difference. You can see the difference, but it's not like very different. So yeah, he's got 3 rank 4s. Unfortunately, I cannot use mine because it's CGR. But yeah, man, it was like a pretty much a fair fight. If he didn't make that mistake from Domino, he definitely destroyed me. But let's go on round 2. So he places Nick Fury there, and I think I'm gonna throw... I'm not sure. Okay, I'm throwing Doom on defense. So this is 6-200 Doom, but I have no Mystic Dispersion. And the champions you cannot see are Null and Hyperion, the ones I picked. So he goes Magneto. Yeah, I was expecting that. And then I go Hyperion. Now you're gonna see why Hyperion is not that great with suicides for Safeguard. But he's still a beast, man. Because we're gonna take like a bunch of recoil damage. So 2 heavy attacks there, only 1 Fury. That's not the greatest. But it's definitely an RNG game when you're using Hyperion. So I would like... He would work. Hyperion would work. I've used him for like fights that are not too long. Like, definitely don't want to use him on Nick Fury, but I didn't have a better counter. But if you use them like Terrax, even my Hyperion is gonna take, like, with good RNG, 3 SP1s, which is not too much recoil damage, so he definitely could work with suicides. But he's got Limber here, so he can only do 1 heavy attack, unfortunately. And look at this. I don't think we got hit at all. Like, maybe it's some parries, but that's like block damage, or sorry, recoil damage. So he's out of his first health right now. So here I know he, like, Nick Fury becomes defensively a little bit, so he always blocks after the second health for the first like 3 seconds. So I just went for a medium into heavy attack. That was pretty risky, but we gotta go fast, man. Get that intercept because we don't want to block. He was unblockable, and then a couple more incinerates, get another intercept. So we played really well, but recoil damage got us. And like, his fight was a lot easier. Look at this. That was a 12,000 point difference. Pretty good. Mags is amazing for Doom, unless you have like Mystic Dispersion, because like he can definitely mess you up. But I have none, so pretty straightforward for Lagacy. He's a beast as well. That Mythic is looking great. So I'm gonna throw in Nick Fury, I believe. Yeah, so that we stall him a bit. And notice he has Bishop, and I'm like, if he throws Bishop, I'm gonna lose this one. But I think he does not. I think he throws Hype. Pretty sure he throws Hype. And Hype is actually... I had Claire. Claire is the obvious answer. But I'm like, Claire is gonna take a long time. So I just go with Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham is so good for Hyperion, guys. Because like, champions with power gain are amazing for Spider-Ham. That's why he's great for Mystics as well. Because he's like... You want to bait out specials. The more power they have, the better. So with Mystic Dispersion, he actually works great. Max Limber, we're just doing max heavy attack, or we're doing 2 medium attacks. And right there, do you see that? He was just standing there and just light intercept me into a 5-hit combo. And he almost got the special 3, but luckily he threw it right away, because I would be mad if he didn't throw it there. Because we got hit and the special 3, but we were lucky there. So we're taunting him now. I'm gonna throw the special 2. Hopefully he throws it right away. We'll go ahead and do the light attack thing, which sometimes works. Right there, 7 of those. And right here, like, I'm like, if he throws a special, he's gonna die. But he's just standing there with a block. Like, that was not the greatest. So I'm gonna go ahead and evade this with a Spider Sense, give him one more Poker Popper, and then I'm like 1-5 combo, he dies. So that was like a minute fight. Not too bad. Let's see, he has Falcon against Nick Fury. He's gonna take some time, even with Suicides on. Because you need like at least like 3 or 4 lock-ons. So we go ahead and skip this, I believe. So we got 48,000 points, he's got 43. So that was pretty close too. Like I said, 90 seconds for this fight. He did pretty fast. And I think mining here is like sig 40 or so. Something like that. So yeah, not too bad. So we go on round 3 again. Pretty intense, man. I love that. So I believe, yeah, he's gonna throw Bishop here. That Bishop is my weakness, man. Like, Bishop, I think, is definitely top 3 best defenders in the game. Like, he's got so many requirements. So here, actually, I throw Torch on defense, because I'm like, if I throw Null, he's gonna go Doom and finish with like a full yellow bar with Null's debuffs. Whereas with Torch, he can only go with Venom. And Venom is gonna take a little bit of time. But I think that was a mistake, because on Null there's a better chance you mess up with like the inverted controls, but I don't think he would. And here we go with Flare, and every time we purify when fighting Bishop we take damage, so that was 27% damage just to get the incinerate phase. But Lagacy here said that I could go with Torch and pre-fight, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't work, because someone has done it for me in Battlegrounds, and like, because Torch's hits are energy based, you take energy damage back, and also you apply those incinerates. So I think Torch actually melts against Bishop, but I haven't tested it after he said it, but I'm pretty sure, because it says on Bishop's abilities, like, if he takes energy damage, and because Human Torch's hits are energy based, you take damage back. So I don't think that would work. Like, maybe that was a call, because you're gonna see pretty soon that I actually die, because like Bishop has such great energy resistance. He doesn't take too much damage from the SP2. And look at this unblockable SP1 with that 36 prowess, and then I get parried. So yeah, maybe Torch was a better call, because I would have died, but he would have been at like 20% health. But we still lost, because he destroyed that Torch with Venom. And there we go. So we got 1-on-1 now. I banned Bishop there, because Bishop is like crazy, man. I'm gonna let that Weapon X this time. Bishop is definitely a lot scarier than Weapon X. So I'll go ahead and throw Nick Fury again. And I'm like, maybe we can bait out his Weapon X. But he's pretty good on offense as well. So he throws Doom. And those rounds you're gonna see are pretty embarrassing for me. Because like, I definitely could have won that. I think he goes Weapon X. I definitely could have won that, because like Abomination Immortal against Doom is like the perfect fight. But you know, I had some nerves, and you're gonna see what happens pretty soon. He's another way can Doom as well, so he cannot slap us after like dexing SP1 and stuff. So I probably should have baited SP1s and not go for the SP2 and risk it, because SP1 is so much easier to evade. And SP2, like, I dex it like, I would say 85% of the times, but look at this right here. I dex a little bit too early, and then I go in, he parries me into a 5-hit combo, and then I'm spamming dex to just avoid his slap, but he caught, like, I get caught there. That was super fast. The AI is super fast. And there goes our health, and he's melting now. I'm gonna bait another special 2. I'm not gonna learn from that mistake. Here we go. We get the acid burn. He's gonna melt now. We finished the fight really fast, but if we didn't take that damage, we definitely could have won, because we easily win this fight at least 95% health. we didn't get parried or got hit by the special 2. Yeah. But he goes Weapon X against Nick Fury. Weapon X, he's got some bleeds. And I know he knows how to play Weapon X, because I think he's done a video about him. I think you gotta throw out a lot of heavy attacks. But he just destroyed him in 68 seconds with 97% health. I definitely could have won that, because I was a lot faster and I could have finished with like the same health as him. But it's those mistakes. So on to round 2. Not too confident here, because I don't like, he's got some good defenders. He's got Havoc, and I'm like, I don't have a counter for Havoc. Luckily he throws Penny. I'm like, maybe he messes up against Domino, but I'm like, he's gonna go Torch. There's no way he makes the same mistake. So I gotta be super fast, and the only one that can do it super fast is Falcon. So let's see what happens here. 603 Penny, she's not awakened, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm like, if I finish this fight in 2 lock-ons, maybe we can win. And notice how good I'm playing on the first like 30 seconds, and then it's gonna go pretty bad. So I'm like, do I want to get the shield down? I'm like, it's going really slow, so I'm just gonna do heavy attacks once she has some more charges. So there we go. Now I'm just stalling my combo a bit, and we block this. I counter with a heavy so that if she auto blocks, we don't take the damage. There we go. And then we're gonna get a lock on into a special 2. And look at this. I think we're gonna get 2 crits there. No, it was only 1. So 20,000. Look at this. She's dropping, man. There we go. We beat on another auto block. Didn't take the damage. And look at what's gonna happen here. She throws a heavy, and like an idiot, I just go in after the second hit or the first hit. And I'm like, no, man, that was way too much damage. And then we counter with a heavy again. Get the lock on, and I'm like, one special 2 should do it, and she auto blocks with 8% chance, and we get power drained, no damage. And I go again for that heavy attack, and I'm like, even if you messed up, he definitely wins that. But we tried. So 51,000 into 38. Even if I didn't mess up, I think he definitely wins, because 38 seconds, that rank 4 torch is amazing. But yeah, man, what a match, man. Or what 3 matches. That was like crazy. I'm glad we at least won 1. But that was like so much fun. Battlegrounds, definitely the best thing that they've ever added in the game. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.